Hi to all the Learners Direct viewers out there, and today we'll be discussing a very important function that is Hlookup. So it is part of the lookup series, and this is important if you are analyzing data or you are playing with data on regular basis. So you need to learn how to use Hlookup. Uh, One important factor that you need to keep in mind that the difference between Hlookup and VLOOKUP is that whenever you have data within rows, you are going to use Hlookup, that is a horizontal lookup, and when you'll have data within columns, you will be using VLOOKUP, which means that you are actually having data within columns. So this is the main difference in between these two formulas. The usage, function, number of arguments, how to use these, what is the purpose, everything is same. But you will find when you'll be using it that Hlookup is used less often than VLOOKUP because we mostly have data in columns. But we also need to learn how to use Hlookup. So let's start. This is the dummy data that I have pulled out. KPI, obviously everybody is aware of this. All organizations do have a KPI, they do set some goals, and based on these KPIs, we always get some rating out of it. So currently, we have these 5 KPI ratings, that is 70, 80, 90, 100 and 110, and there are some ratings against these KPIs. For example, if somebody is having KPI of 70, his or her rating would be SMT, which means significantly missed target. Or for example, if somebody has a KPI of 95, then his or her rating would be FMT, which means fully met target. So you need to keep in mind that the range in between 70 and 80 actually belongs to SMT. Similarly, the range between 80 and 90 belongs to PET. So in this particular video, we are going to learn two different things. The very first one is how to use a Hlookup formula. The second one is what is the purpose of the fourth argument within Hlookup or VLOOKUP function, which says that I would like to search for an exact match or a nearby match. So you'll see what is the purpose of this fourth argument and how you can be of benefit if you are using this particular formula. Let's try it out in this cell. So I've listed down some KPIs. For example, these are some employees which have secured these KPIs. Now I would like to finalize their ratings. I don't need to do anything. I just have to fetch ratings from this particular table which is already created. So let's try it out. I'll click on this cell. I'll go to Formula tab. I'll go to Lookup and Reference. Here you'll see the Hlookup function. A new pop-up window will appear. Here are 4 arguments. The very first thing is you need to tell what is the lookup value. So my lookup value in this case is 100, which is cell A5. Now, the second argument is the table array. Table array means the complete set of data from where you need to fetch your value. So my complete set of data is this. It's better to name your range when you are working with Hlookup or VLOOKUP because you will be using it again and again. So if you have a named range, it will be easier for you. To name a range, you can see my other lectures and you'll find out how to name a range. So here now the third argument is row index number. Now this function is actually asking me, I can fetch this data from this particular content, but which data would you like to know? I would like to know row 2. Now you can see that if I'm using all this data, it says that against 100, the value is ET. And let me try it out and I'll press OK. If you will press OK, it becomes ET, which is perfectly fine as 100 is already available. But if I'll use it for this particular value, because 78 is not available, and the values available are 70, 80, 90, 100 and 110. In this particular scenario, you love to know that you have an option of approximate match. Let's see how. Let's try it out again in the similar manner. lookup value is 78, and where it will be looking this value in this particular set of data. We need to know row 2. Now, if you'll see here, it says that it's SMT, but you can see that 78 does not exist here. But because we do have an option of fetching a different data, if you'll write here 0, 0 means exact match. So 78 does not is not available within this list. So your answer will be #NA, because it will say that this data does not exist. But if you will go to insert function again and you will change it to approximate match, what it will do is it will fetch out data within the range. So the range in between 70 and 80 says it should be SMT, and you can see that the result is SMT here. So it's wonderful, it's brilliant, and you'll love it when you'll see that the approximate match is available within the function. Now let's do it for 91. As you can see, 91 is not available, but according to our calculations, 91 lies in between 90 and 100. So this employee should have a rating of FMT. Let's try it out. Let's start with Hlookup. The lookup value is 91. The table array, that is the complete set of data, is this one. We need to pull out information from row 2. I'll write here 2. Now if I'll write here 0, which means exact match, you can see that the result is #NA. Let's try it out. It's #NA. Let's click this insert function and the window will again pop up where you have used the formula. Instead of using an exact match, write 1, which means an approximate match, and now you'll see that the desired rating is coming. So this is how you can make most use of it, and this is wonderful. It can fetch data from any amount of rows, so there is no limitations. This is a wonderful option that MS Excel is actually providing us, and this is how you use the exact or the approximate match argument within these formulas. Please do let us know if this video was helpful to all of you, and make sure that you have clicked the bell icon on our YouTube channel, which is LearnerDeck. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching this video.